Hello everybody and welcome to Comic Time. I am Rainbow Red Panda. This is Norton and today we are bringing you all of the comics that we got at the comic book shop, and it is not as huge as normal but it's still pretty awesome. So this is the stuff. We have Batman 66 number 8. We have Adventure Time number 25. Forever Evil stuff, we have Forever Evil Justice League number 28. And we have Forever Evil Trinity of Sin Pandora number 8. Which this title is ending. DC announced it is canceling Pandora, Larfleeze, and The Movement. All three of which I read. I am the most upset about Larfleeze. I'm least upset about The Movement, even though I like The Movement. And Trinity of Sin I kind of thought would end, just because it sort of started with Trinity War, and so I just sort of thought that, you know, it was just going to be a limited series anyway. So Larfleeze is my biggest disappointment, because I really liked Larfleeze, and I don't know, I'm gonna miss him. Unity number 4, got that. Harley Quinn, number 3, all Valentine's Day'd out, even though Valentine's Day was last week. We have Nova, number 13, but it's also the number 1 because it's good jumping on point, and the cover is really cool. I really like this cover. Nova has really stepped up with its covers lately. Like, I've always liked Nova covers, but they've sort of been drawing me to them the last few issues, so... Savage Wolverine number 15. One that I was really excited about. We have Dexter Down Under number 1. So I'm really excited. The last Dexter series was really awesome and I really liked it. So I'm excited to see what happens in Dexter Down Under. We have Ghosted number 7. Which it's a pretty good title also. We have Curse number 2, and I really liked the first one, and I really have a lot of questions as to what's happening next. So I'm really excited to read this and see, you know, what's going on and everything. I think the whole series is going to be spectacular, so I'm really looking forward to it. We have God is Dead number 7. We have Tales from Oz, Cowardly Lion. This is the second in the series. The first one was about the Tin Man. And it sort of, the first one was just them showing sort of how the Tin Man came to be. It doesn't go along with the traditional Wizard of Oz stories. That's not the same story that you get in these, but it's a good take and I still really like it. So, I don't know, I read everything Wizard of Oz, so it doesn't matter if it's accurate to the original stories or not. I'm still going to read it, and most of the time I'm still going to love it. So, we have The Punisher, number 2. I saw some mixed reviews on the first issue, and personally, I don't know, I liked it. Some of the issues that other people had, I didn't think were necessarily valid. Maybe it was just a misinterpretation, or maybe I just interpreted it differently than they did, but I don't know, I really liked it, and I don't think that you can completely write a series off by the first issue, so I'm excited to see what happens in the second one, and all of that. So, I don't know, I liked The Punisher, the first one, so we'll see what happens in issue number 2. We have Amazing X-Men number 4. It's so strange. It's a different cover style than the other 3, and it's so strange that this is already on its 4th issue. Like, I don't know, it just makes me feel old, man. You get all these comics and their new issues and everything. We have Uncanny X-Men number 17, the title of which is Written in the Snow, and here it is very appropriate because we have a lot of snow. It's just now melting, so I'm really excited about it. We have X-Men number 11. This is another one. I feel like this title just started yesterday and it's on the 11th issue already. My little baby comic series has grown up. We have Avengers World number 3. We have Superior Spider-Man Team Up number 10. Last week when I was in my comic book store, a lot of people there's like 4 people in there, and they all were looking for the same issue of Superior Spider-Man Team Up. I believe it was issue number 8. It was either 8 or 9, but I want to say it was 8. And I don't know why they just decided to start reading it, but in like the last week they had decided to start reading it. So I guess Superior Spider-Man Team Up is sort of gaining in popularity. It's been around for a whole 10 issues now, and hopefully it stays around. We have A plus X number 17. And I read an article on Reddit this week about one of the writers that is in this issue. Is sort of like his comic dream to be in, to write for things. And so he has one of the stories in this A plus X series. And I'm really excited to read it. I think that's really cool that, you get to accomplish your dreams and have, even if it's just a short story, who knows, like it could be a really popular story and then, you get invited to do a regular series all the time. So I don't know. I support supporting A plus X and titles like that because you get to showcase all of your skills and all of that. So I don't know. That's just my thought on that. We have New Warriors number 1. I think that's the only number 1 issue besides Nova, which is just a starting on point. I want to say that's the only number 1 issue that I got this week. I could be wrong because I totally don't completely remember every single book that's in there, but I am 95% sure that is the only number 1. Besides one of the other ones, but I don't see it as number 1. We have Max Brooks's Extinction Parade number 5. Which I really like this series too. And then my top 3, it was sort of difficult to pick a top 3. I kind of wanted to put Ghosted in there. I kind of wanted to put a few other ones, but I decided on this top 3. So we'll see how that goes. We have A Voice in the Dark number 4. Which this is a really, really, really awesome series. If you guys are not reading it, you should be, for sure. And then you should make everyone else that you know read it because it's really good. And this is the other number 1 issue. It is the X-Files Conspiracy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing that is going on. It is number 1, but I sort of see it as a continuation almost of the last month's X-Files Ghostbusters sort of team up conspiracy thing. So I think in the end they're all going to be connected. And then we have Night of the Living Deadpool number 3 and all of its awesomeness. I have not read any of these yet, but I'm really, really excited to read all of them, especially Night of the Living Deadpool number 3. I'm super excited about it. It's just going to be an awesome time. So, and update on my Death Sentence number 5 that I did not get last week. It is coming next week, so somehow they all got found, I guess, and it is coming next week, so I'm super excited that I finally get to read Death Sentence number 5, so it won't be in one of my top 3s next week, but if it could be, it would be, so I'm excited. Okay, it is 154 days until Comic-Con, which is the 4-day convention in San Diego, California from July 24th to July 27th. So I'm super excited about it. I'm going. Hopefully some friends of mine get to go and we'll all have an awesome time in San Diego. So it's going to be awesome. Last year was awesome, but this year is going to be more awesome because I'm like a pro now, right? Like you go to one Comic-Con, you're totally ready. You're totally initiated in and you're ready to go after that. So I'm excited to go. They just announced a bunch of people that are going to be there. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be awesome. So I can't wait. Norton's going to go too and it's going to be awesome. Fairy Quest update. The Kickstarter started last week. I believe I talked about it on this show. If not, it was on one of my vlogs. It ends on March 19th, and currently they are trying to raise $60,000, and they're almost there already. They're at $54,193 as of like 15 minutes prior to me shooting this video. So they have some awesome incentives, and I have supported it way more than I've ever supported any other Kickstarter. I talk to Paul Jenkins on almost a daily basis now, and it's awesome. It's a project that him and Humberto Ramos are working on, and I'm super excited for it, and yeah, so I don't know. Go and support it, because if it doesn't get funded, then I'm going to be a really, really sad person, and you're going to hear me talk about it for like the next year. So go check it out at least, and if you like it, tell people about it, because it's going to be an awesome project. It's a continuation of the first one, and it's going to be awesome. So that's my Fairy Quest like fangirl moment of the vlog video thing. So yeah, cupcakes this week are awesomeness. They are blue velvet, which is totally a thing. It's like a vanilla type flavor, but it's called blue velvet, and then they have chocolate icing. Super good, super awesome. I'm so excited. The littlest one this week is going to the fluffy bunny that crashed my show last week. My black rabbit Mikey. He was adorable, and I don't know, I thought he was cute, so I left him in the video. So he gets my littlest cupcake, but I will not actually let him eat it because that is bad for rabbits, and I would like to keep him around for a little longer. Second biggest cupcake is going to everyone in the YouTube comic book community. In the last week, an article came out from the Washington Post regarding like Miss Marvel and some of the newer comic books that have come out, and sort of talking about how they're geared towards women, and women don't read comic books. And a lot of people have been outraged by this. There have been many videos, many articles, all kinds of things that I've read and watched, and I wanted to sort of do my own thing, but I don't know what more I can say than what's already been said. So just so everyone knows, I'm aware of what's going on. Me being a female, people are sort of asking me all the time about it, and I'm gonna try and do a video or something, maybe addressing it, but I don't have anything planned for certain as of yet. But I think it's awesome that the community is sort of coming together and saying, what are you guys talking about? Like, everyone can read comic books. So I'm glad that we could have that sort of response instead of like agreeance and stuff. It's nice to see that, you know, everyone can come together sometimes and be friends. You might not, some might like Marvel, some might like DC, some might like completely indie things that no one's ever heard of, but it's, in the end of the day, it's all a comic book, and it's nice to see that we can all agree on something. So I don't know, that's why they get my second biggest cupcake. And the biggest one, Guardians of the Galaxy trailer was released last night, and it was amazing. I've been seeing Guardians of the Galaxy stuff released pretty much all week. They've released the pop vinyl figures, they have statues coming out, they have everything. It is going to be taking over by the time the movie comes out. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be everywhere, and it's going to be impossible for people to ignore. And I'm super excited about it because, I don't know, I've been excited about it ever since it has been announced. I'm still really sad that I didn't get to go to that Comic-Con event last year, but I'm super excited about it. And yeah, if you haven't watched it, you need to go and watch it, and then you need to watch it like 5 more times because it's just going to be amazingness. Rocket Raccoon. And I'm still excited for Groot. I'm not going to go in anymore because it will be a 10-minute rambling, but I'm so excited, and everyone else should be excited also. So they get my biggest cupcake, and that is all I have for this episode. So I will see you guys sometime before next Wednesday, but that's all I have for this one. So I'll see you guys then. Bye!